Do people still use Tinder? Is this even a thing anymore? Okay, so at the beginning of my senior year in college, my friends and I were, for the most part, we were all pretty single. Well, except for Kevin, he had a girlfriend. Oh, and a dog. I think we really bonded over the potty training experience with her that year. And by her, I mean the dog, not his girlfriend. So when you're part of a group of single bros, not gonna lie, it's a pretty big deal when one of your homies gets into a relationship. We just don't really show it. I don't remember exactly how it went down when the first one of our single squad told us that he got a girlfriend, but I do recall us sort of giving him the little nod of acknowledgement, like, "Nice, nice. You escaped the friend zone, my friend." A couple months later, another friend tells us that he also got into a relationship. And as usual, the rest of us gave him the nod of acknowledgement. But this time, I was also thinking, oh shit, another one? Already? These guys are really hustling on that relationship game. What the heck is going on? Oh, that's right. Graduation is coming and I'm still single AF. It was time for me to make some moves. So I installed Tinder. Okay, so in my opinion, I don't think I have too much trouble talking to girls in real life. But for some reason, when it comes to talking to random people online on a dating app, it kind of freaks me out. Like, how am I supposed to get a date with someone just through a picture and a few lines of text? It's just not normal. We could have been both sitting on the toilet when we matched for all I know. Anyway, so days passed, and although I had a few conversations with a couple of girls, I never actually managed to go on a date with any of them. Until one day, a friend of mine saw that I was on Tinder and says,
"Oh, Billy has a Tinder. Did you get any dates yet? Can I play for you?"
And to be honest, since I was having so much trouble getting a date, I was starting to feel pretty apathetic towards Tinder altogether. So I tossed him my phone and he immediately looked through the conversations.
"Dude, what the heck is this? Why are you talking so much to these girls? Stop being such a pussy and just ask one out already. Here, let me show you how it's done."
And I swear, like 10 seconds later,
boom. "You're welcome."
we ended up going to this place called Boiling Point, and if you're Asian, you probably know what this is, but if you've never heard of it, it's this restaurant that serves giant bowls of boiling soup that's kept hot via petroleum jelly. They have free sweet tea if you go during lunch, so that's pretty cool. At first, I felt like we were doing pretty well getting to know each other. She talked about the stuff she was into, and I felt like we had a lot in common. But as the night went on, I started to notice that she kept looking down at her phone. Like, I swear, at one point she was so entranced by her phone that she completely ignored me when I asked her a question. Like, why go on a date if you aren't even going to pay attention to the person you're with? I don't know. So I just kind of kept silent since I didn't feel like repeating myself, and it kind of started getting awkward because nobody was saying anything. She kept looking down at her phone, and it got to the point where I sort of got ticked off and said, "So what's so interesting on your phone anyway?" And when she finally looked up, she said to me, "Oh, it's nothing. I was just texting my boyfriend." What? I don't really remember the rest of that night, but for some reason I ended up with her Snapchat account, and still to this very day I see pictures from her, and they're always super zoomed up with the stupid filters on them. It's just...